All right. Well, it says four of yous in here. I was just going to come up here and sew and see if anybody wanted to join me. And then I started, it wasn't time to start the live stream. So I thought, well, I'll just start sewing. And wouldn't you know, the bobbin's empty. Been about like my day. I couldn't even get up here earlier because I couldn't find my truck keys. I had I had lost these little keys to my truck, and it's got the house key to the she shed, and I couldn't find them, and so I couldn't even come up here this morning.
Hello.
Hello, I was just telling them what the hard time I was having today.
I just read about your keys.
I was going to come up here this morning for a couple of hours, but then I couldn't find these things, and then they were under the rocking chair in the floor. So,
Yeah.
and then I get up here and start sewing, and the bobbin's out, so I'm not going to get much done.
Well, I just got back home. One of the girls I go play cards with once a month, she invited me to her church, and it was like a women's group and inspirational speaking, and we had a brunch, and there was so much food there. Oh my gosh! So I'm full. I'm full.
Well, you'll be taking a nap then.
I know. Well, my plan was when I dropped her off, Kathy at her house, I was going to go to Walmart and Sam's because I've got this list of different things I'm going to do. I got to take a phone charger back because it doesn't fit my phone and yada yada. But I think I'm just going to wait. I just came on home because I have to get that list. But I'm like, I don't want to have to go all the way back to town, so I'm going to wait and do it Monday.
Okay. Well, and, then we'll just keep each other company for a little while this afternoon.
Okay.
So.
And at 6:30, I'm picking Jaden up and taking her to the Piedmont Veterans Center, and we're playing bingo tonight.
Okay.
She hadn't got to do that. Now, one time I won $90. Another time I won a $25 gift card to Amazon. Mm-hmm. So, but it brings money into the Veterans Center. So it's a lot of, and they have hamburgers and hot dogs and chips and warm chocolate chip cookies and all that stuff.
Yeah, all that sounds good.
So, but I can be there in 5 minutes,
And let me say hello to R. Vandergriff. And they're saying, hello, Aunt Rita. So Aunt Rita, Grandma Rita, I just be whatever to anybody. So
yeah.
Oh.
So
well, I woke up this morning with a runny nose and a sore throat. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh.
I reckon it's because I've been to the drugstore and the doctor's office and all them places where there've been sick people. You think I picked something up there?
You never know.
Because I've not been any place else. Because I don't run around all the time. But
yeah. It might be the weather changing. You just never know.
Yeah. We had that cold with that wet weather.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, we had the wet and the cold, and I had to be out in it some of them days. Hello, Molly, Pest Hunter's Best Catch. Any of you guys with channels that want to get you some time, come on up on the panel and stream to your channel, because you can do that.
Yeah.
Sheila, I'm actually going to try to sew a little bit. So if I get distracted, I'm gonna try.
Well, let me go.
Well, don't leave. I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm on my phone and I can't see the chat.
Okay.
But if I go to my iPad, I can see the chat. So I'm gonna hop off here, and you be watching because I'm gonna go on the iPad.
All righty.
Let me get my iPad brought up.
I'm going to try to sew. I still got these little things flying around here in my left eye, like little bugs over to the side. Around here in my left eye.
Oh, well, maybe because my phone was next to the iPad, it's already on my iPad. So maybe because my phone was next to the iPad. Okay, it's already on my iPad.
Oh, homemade potato soup would help my throat, wouldn't it? I've got hot tea in this cup. I made it at the other house before I come up here. It is helping. It's some warm on this kind of helps. See if I can get this bobbin wound. Can't sew without a bobbin.
Okay.
There you're back.
Well, I'm gonna hop off of here and get on my other one.
Oh, okay. Hello, Candace. I'm still not up to par. And I've already missed 2 weeks doing anything, it seems like. So I decided this afternoon I'd try to come and sew and see if I could see, but this one eye is still not good for me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I didn't know how the sound was on my iPad, but I can read see it on the big screen. I can read the comments up there.
Okay.
So they're asking, are you still not feeling well by growing in grace?
I'm not up to par. I felt better before.
Well, I got this holder for my iPad and I got it. It was less than $10, I'll say, at Walmart, and I absolutely love it. So it holds the iPad and my hands are free.
Okay.
So that works for me. They're asking, are you still working on the Christmas quilt?
Yeah, it's that part of it's there and part of it's there. It's all over the place. I bet you $1 I don't get it done by Christmas is what I bet.
Is any of it up at your she shed?
This is where I'm at. Yeah, I'm working on it up here.
Oh, you're at the she shed. Okay. I didn't know where
And
you were at.
I don't think I like it. I think I'd rather sew at home. I moved everything up here thinking this would just be the stuff, but
one thing about being in the house, if you got to run to the kitchen to stir something or see
yes,
about something,
I can do that.
or something like that.
So this has got it's good and it's bad.
Yeah. But
maybe
then up where you're at now, you're away from Mr. Terry.
I know, and I think he almost likes that just a little bit. I mean, because he was looking awful hard for them keys this morning. So.
Was he? You gotta find them so you can go.
So I could go.
Yeah. Well, I found I watched someone on a PBS station. It's called Weeknight Meals with Sarah, and I'm gonna make this chocolate peppermint candy.
Oh, that sounds good.
But it looks real easy.
It sounds good.
She took these peppermint discs, which I get them from Dollar Tree, like $1 a bag, but they really kind of help my cough. And I could use them, and she double bagged it. And then she took a rolling pin to roll over them, like to crush them.
Oh, okay.
Then at the very last, she sprinkled it on top of the candy and kind of pressed it down, and then put it in the refrigerator to kind of harden it up. And she got out and broke it up into pieces. But it seemed real easy. Let me turn this light off. I don't know why there's a streak over my face in the screen on TV. I don't know. It's on my iPad too.
Well, I'm not seeing it. Oh, yeah, I am too.
I turned the light off here. My lamp's off.
I see it's going across that way.
What the heck is that?
I don't know.
Let me see. It's my shade behind me. Because the sun was so bright, I closed it. I don't know if that helped or not.
I don't see it now. I don't think.
No, it's there.
You still see? Yeah, I see it. I do now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. People just have to put up with it.
It's not too bad. You have to just
really look for it
to see it.
Well, I've been on Amazon yesterday, and internet and this and that, looking at prices and ordering some stuff for my grandkids. They kind of give me a list of something to pick from. I'd rather do that so they get, something they can use and they want. And I don't know
Oh,
their sizes. And they got to tell me their sizes. And
mm-hmm.
two of them wanted Nike Air black socks. I guess that's a thing with kids.
Nike Air black socks.
Black socks is what they
Hmm.
wanted. One wanted one that just goes up to the ankle. The other one wanted one that goes about halfway up your leg.
I
But
don't
they're
know what's in or out with the kids. I
yeah,
can't tell you.
they're teenagers. I don't either. So Jaden, her birthday's the 17th. She'll be 12. But the night for her birthday, they're gonna have a slumber party, and she'll have about 5 or 6 of her little friends, and they'll be there at her mom's all night.
Okay.
Then I think they're gonna go skating, roller skating the next day.
Oh, that all sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give her some money, let her get what she wants in a card. So, well, where's everybody else at?
I don't know. I'm seeing 16, but nobody's chatting. Well, there's Charlotte.
Oh, that reminded me. I gotta go back on my phone and do something here.
What, you gotta go hit that thumbs up?
Yeah, I forgot.
And hello to Sharon J. And hello to Charlotte. Yeah, I'm seeing 17 watching and 6 thumbs up. So,
I gotta wait till the commercial stops before I can do it. Okay, my phone says 7, and I'm gonna close now that I did that. It said 7, but I don't know.
did you watch Gladys last night? Yesterday?
No, I forgot all about that, but I wasn't here either.
Okay. Well, when she first started it, I was there waiting and waiting, and she never could get it figured out. So she didn't do it at
Uh-huh.
4:30, and then she did it after I quit watching. Then she went back and did it later, and I didn't see it when she done it.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find it and go back and watch it. You know.
Yeah, then her first one, she was having a little technical difficulty, but then she got it figured out. But I was done gone by that time.
I had a cardiology appointment, which all went good. But he did suggest that I have 2 girls, that each of them have a cardiology consult to make sure they don't have an underlying heart problem.
That's a good idea.
Well, one of them, she told me she does have a heart murmur. That was all, but she is going to be seeing one. If anything we could, be preventing.
Yeah.
So. I got so much sewing I need to be doing. I don't even know where to start.
And now I'm wanting to get this. I want to finish this Christmas one because Christmas is going to be over, and I don't want to be working on it. So,
Yeah,
it'll
I'm
probably
doing a few
some
candy
of that other
things,
stuff.
but
Yep.
I'm not baking like I usually do for Christmas. I'm going to do a few things.
I'm not going to.
I'm going to do some chocolate peanut butter balls, and I'm going to do one thing of fudge, and I'll make my daughter take it because I don't want it here, because if it's here, I'll eat it.
I think I eat too much sweets and sugar as it is.
Yeah,
So I really think I need to cut back some.
And that peppermint bark candy, and do that one. And that's probably going to be the extent of it. I used to fix my son this huge tin, and he would take it to work. And he said in 3 hours it was completely gone except for the crumbs.
And then somebody probably ate the crumbs before it was all said and
Yeah.
done.
And I always saved him back a little the chocolate peanut butter balls and fudge for him to, take home after Christmas. And then Melissa would take some too. So I got to get to town, but it'll be Monday, I think. I might go after church tomorrow because I'll already be in town. I need an upholstery needle to do a project because I got to get this jute. It comes in a roll to go through the eye of the needle, and it won't go through any of my needles. It's got to be a lot bigger needle. And I don't have an upholstery needle. I've got a couple of things like this that my mom made.
Yeah.
It's a mug.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of plastic stuff.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got a
What's
couple things that she did like this.
it?
I just get them out every Christmas. Makes me think of her.
Oh, yeah.
There's Mimi's Abundant Life.
Yeah. And how's my eye? Well, it's not hurting, but I tell you, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
having a hard time focusing today.
Charlotte says, I had my thyroid scan again in hospital. They found 4 masses and no cysts. The best of it was they said the size of them didn't require a needle biopsy. I'll be rescanned in a year. So they're just going to watch it.
So that's pretty good news then.
Yeah, it is. But she still has those. She needs to make sure she goes back in a year and gets it checked.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't just blow it off with having 4 masses.
Having eye pain, so he better get it checked out. I tell you, I like to never got mine treated for the right thing.
Are you still using the eye drops?
Yes, every hour, 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Well, she said to keep on using them, and then I go back and see her again Monday.
Yeah.
And it's still not the blurry stuff still hadn't cleared up.
Yeah.
But I tell you, it was that pain that those few days there. I couldn't take that.
Yeah. No. And you don't want to be that way,
Mm-mm.
You have to take care of that. When was the last time you oiled your machine?
It hadn't been that long ago, and I hadn't sewed on it that much. I think it's sounding pretty good, though.
Okay. I'm bad about changing my needle.
Yeah, I probably need to do that.
And one time I was cutting fabric, and it was just getting awful. And I'm like, I just put this blade in. So I take it apart, and there was 2 blades in there.
I've done that before. Yeah.
I think every quilter has done that at some time.
Yeah. You have to be so careful with them things and not cut your fingers. So
yeah, they're really sharp. So I took one away and kept one in there, and it cut just perfect. I'm like, well, it only needs 1 blade, not 2.
Oh.
I wonder how Nancy's doing.
Nancy treasured home?
Yes.
Has she been sick? Has something been wrong?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was on the chat the other night that she had been sick, wasn't able to keep food down.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
But she hadn't been on, so hadn't heard any more. I wonder how Sandra's doing too.
Well, I haven't heard.
Hello, guess who, Nancy? She's glad that you're better.
If I could just see now, at least I'm not in pain.
Yeah. Have you looked again on your email?
I have, and that still hadn't come through. So
Something's
I
not
can't,
right,
something's not right. It's
or it
not.
would have.
Because I've gotten pictures from her before. I can show you pictures she sent me before of her and JL because I've seen them before, just not these quilt pictures. So I don't know
Yeah.
what's wrong. So
Huh.
no, I hadn't heard about Nancy either, Charlotte.
Mm.
Get me another strip.
Well, you're coming right along.
Oh yeah, it's coming together. Still have some more of those to put together, and then put it on there. And since it's set kind of on the point, it's
Uh-huh.
makes it a little harder.
So do all of those on the wall gonna go in that quilt?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got part of it, and then I said those are the other corner of it.
Mm. Now, Kathy Wade says, I just broke my Martelli changing my blade. My husband ordered me another one. I've got one and I cannot use it.
Hmm.
I have tried. It doesn't cut very good for me. I'm just like, no, I can't do this. Guess who Nancy says, I know that flu bug is bad. It took me a week to be able to keep anything in me.
Oh, that's the throwing up bug.
Well,
Wow.
maybe it was this Nancy they were talking about. I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know
Guess
which Nancy.
guess who Nancy and not our treasure
Uh-huh.
home Nancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, I haven't heard from her in a long time.
Mm-mm. No, she don't come on our panels anymore. But hello, Denise. Clean my glasses. See if that'll help. But it probably ain't. Probably not the glasses this time.
Well, your eye is, I mean, it is, you're able to open it up and it looks better, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't look quite healed yet.
Well, it's still cloudy and it's like these little black things floating around over here in the side. So
I wonder if it's from cataracts.
well, now she mentioned cataracts the other day when I was at the eye
Yes.
doctor. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I was seeing pretty good before that though. So
Yeah. It may be just that it's cataracts, that are starting to form. I've had cataracts for a long time, but every year they say it hasn't changed. So, and it has to be a certain number before Medicare will pay for you to have that surgery done.
and I had an appointment with her in January to go check my glasses and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Around here, you got to wait forever and a day to get an appointment made sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I have a dermatology appointment next Tuesday, and it takes months to get in there. But
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to go the day after Jason passed, and I called and says I can't come, and they understood. And so their next opening was, I called the 1st of September, and their first opening is next week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a long time. But if you go to a specialist, yes,
Yeah.
the cyst is fluid filled, and the mass is more solid, and they probably are going to wait till it measures a certain size before they want to do a biopsy on it, which that would make sense to me. So they're asking, did the eye doctor test your eye for glaucoma? That's probably when you had an eye exam, like
Uh,
a yearly thing.
yeah, she'll test for that. She was just treating this iritis this time.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Hi, June Hanson. Yeah, so it wasn't quite big enough for them to measure. Well, this dermatologist, I thought I'd be done with her after she sent me to this surgeon, and I had to have 11 stitches on my forehead, to remove some
Mm. Mhm.
cancer there. And she says, "Oh no, you need to come once a year." So I have to check everything because the likelihood of it coming back is increased.
I
So
personally
I'm like,
don't like going to a doctor, but some
so I'm like,
sometimes
okay, but since they
you
did
have no
find cancer,
choice. Yeah.
I want to,
Hmm.
follow up and make sure because I have a lot of cancer in my family. And I've had kidney cancer once, but it was very small and they removed that portion. And I didn't have to do anything afterwards. So
This is a long row going one corner to the other corner.
yeah, it
It's
is.
a long strip.
Do you pin?
I'm pinning these a little bit because it's so long,
I
and
have to pin.
I pinned some of these because I sewed one of them wrong one day because well the way it was I had lined that up wrong some of those so I'm pinning some of these long ones a little bit to make sure I get the right colors in the right
Yeah.
spot.
I think pinning just kind of holds the fabric there, keeps it from slipping. Well, Kim Burgess, she's wrapping Christmas presents that go to my daughter's house.
Oh,
Now, Ramona says, I have glaucoma and have to go to eye doctor every 3 months. I use drops and my
oh,
eyes are red.
oh, every 3 months. That's pretty often too.
Yeah, with glaucoma, they want to watch it. And Charlotte says, I'm going to have a new scan in 6 months due to losing two brothers to cancer. And one was 24 and the other one was like in their 50s.
Wow, that's young.
The chat's moving pretty fast.
Well, I'm just
And I,
gonna let you read it. All right.
yeah, well, it's Nightbot all on there. It's just Nightbot,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
telling everybody hi and all that. Yeah, my dad had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. My mom had breast cancer at age 50, and then I had kidney cancer. So there's a lot of cancer in my family.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I had the flu. Carrie's on here. She says hello. Hi,
Hello,
Carrie,
Carrie.
the one we know.
The one we know. Hello, Carrie.
Yes, that
What are you
Carrie.
doing? What are you doing today, Carrie?
June Hanson says prayers for good results for Charlotte.
Sorry. Hmm.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I believe in prayers. I do.
Yeah. People are just saying hello to one another. Guess who Nancy says? All my mom's family except her and her daddy had cancer. Yeah. June Hansen says, Rita, prayers for you with your eye.
Well, I appreciate them. I want to be able to see like I was seeing 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Carrie says, cold in my back. I bet it is cold where she's at.
Cold in my bag.
And I bet she's got snow too.
Uh,
Charlotte says, I appreciate all prayers. I'm going to remain positive until it's negative. That's the way to look at it.
mm-hmm.
And even when it's negative, you can still be positive.
That's true.
You know, the day that the radiologist at work, he went over my CT scan and he actually told me that it was, cancer on my kidney and I'd have to have surgery and all that. And I said, okay. And I just went back to work. And it was in 30 minutes. My supervisor called her and says, Sheila, I just heard, are you okay? Do you need to go home? I'm like, no, I don't need to go home. I'm just going to stay here and work. I said, there's not anything I can do at home today about it,
Mm-hmm.
But my radiologist, he got me an appointment the very next day with a kidney doctor. He kind of pulled some strings. And so I got in and it all went well. Yeah, every one of us needs to pray for each other. Guess who Nancy says? True. Yeah, when it gets so big and you're trying to sew stuff on, it just gets so cumbersome to me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put some pins because it's hard to get all those lined up.
Yes. Carrie says just rain till Monday rain. So she's just having rain. Kim Burgess says there's a lot of cancer on my dad's side and 3 had it on mom's. I'm cancer free, thankfully. Well, my mom had breast cancer at age 50. My oldest daughter had breast cancer at age 30, and I've never had it. But I have scans every year. I've done that for a long time. Kim Burgess says it's cold here, supposed to rain soon, and my body agrees. Well, it's not very sunny, but it's not raining either.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. The last 2 days have just been cloudy and overcast, hadn't they?
Yeah, it's been
Been
that
here.
way. It hadn't been.
You kind of get excited if you see the sun is shining. So.
I know. Well, it's like 51 here, and we're going to have a high of 55. So we don't like much having the high. But there's no rain in our forecasts for all of next week. So that's good. It'll be rainy weather.
Yeah, we're going to have some warm weather next week here.
Yeah.
We're going to hit the 60s one day, I think.
Kim Burgess says, my last mammogram was perfect. That's the only one I have to check for. Don't need another for a year or more. Yeah. Well, if you're high risk, like I am, they make you come every year. And they've had me do MRIs. They've had me do ultrasound of the breast because they missed this, but I couldn't feel it. And then the next time they scanned it, it was gone. June Hansen says it's cloudy where she's at with rain and snow. I don't know where June Hanson's at.
Is June in Iowa or not?
I don't know.
I'm not real sure on
It
that.
says it's 39 where she's at, but feels like 31. So
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
But once it gets down so low, it doesn't matter what degree it is. Cold is cold.
Oh, yeah. If you're from the South, cold is cold.
Yeah. Because we're not used to that like people, especially Northeast are. You know, she says I'm in Iowa. Ramona says it's gray and 50 in Kentucky. Yeah, that's about what we got.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess who, Nancy? All my husband's blood came back a little better and treatment went well. We go for complete body scans January the 3rd. We have been doing this now 15 months. Praise God, he has extended his life a year longer.
Oh.
That's wonderful. So he won't go back to after Christmas. That's good. So Rita, you haven't done a video about frying the pies yet, have you?
No, those pies are still in the freezer.
Okay. That's okay. I mean, when you get better, you can do them, you know, just whenever.
Even Terry says, "Where's those pies?" I said, "Well, hadn't made them yet, honey.
They're in the freezer.
In the freezer."
Guess who Nancy says we was told he had 3 months to live in the beginning. Well, that's wonderful
Yeah.
that it's extended his life. June Hanson says, so glad that this is helping him. Prayers keeps getting better. Charlotte in Alabama says it's gray and 67 degrees.
Mm.
Well, that's about what Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Alabama is.
Oh, it looks like it's lightened up a little bit out here right now. A little bit.
Yeah, it's light, but it's not really sunny, you know, not like a lot of sunshine. So what's Mr. Terry doing today?
He went out to help the son do something. I don't know what. Man stuff. So.
Yeah. I was listening to Sewing Sensations with Shady Susan the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that her husband was a welder. And someone says, oh, what kind of welding does he do? And she's like, I don't know. I just know he welds.
That's man stuff.
Yeah, he's just out there doing that. Because I know one thing he did weld, but I don't really know. He said, Lisa was out of my hair. Guess who Nancy says, I'm claiming God has cured him.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Burgess says, I made a pot of vegetable soup. It's been simmering for over an hour.
Ooh,
Sure
that'll be good.
Well, I'm full right now. I had I had a little bit of banana bread. I had a piece of quiche, and I had strawberries and grapes, and then a little dessert or two. Now, Rita, after you're messing with your eye, you should be washing your hands.
I know.
You know that.
I know. Yeah, but it's not the pink eye, so maybe I ain't spreading it too bad. But
Yeah.
that this blamed old runny nose.
Eye doctor told me one time, do not use a Kleenex like to wipe the tears away from your eye.
Huh.
Said get some other, like a handkerchief or cloth,
Okay.
and use that. He said because of all the fibers in a Kleenex.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And I never even thought about that. So I try and keep a handkerchief in my purse. Because every once in a while, one of my eyes would just tear for a long time.
Oh, how long have you been down there?
I just got here.
Okay.
I saw you, and I was in there with Johnny's watching the ball game on the big TV, and I was in there, and I said, "Well, I'm going in yonder. Rita's on live, and I'm going in
Hi,
there."
Francis.
I
Hey,
didn't
Sheila.
Quite a
miss you.
while.
Huh?
We've been on here quite a while.
Have you? Well, darn.
40,
Yes, you've just been
41
sewing
minutes.
away.
Yeah.
Well, daggone.
So
how are
if
you,
my
Francis?
seams don't square up and all that, I got an excuse.
So how are you, Francis?
I'm doing good today.
Good.
John went and got some tires put on Johnny's car so that maybe he'll start driving his car instead of John's now. What you do for your young'uns?
Yeah. Well, I'm taking my granddaughter Jaden at 6:30 in my little local community to play bingo.
Oh, that'll be nice.
She likes to do that. And there's some other kids that are there too.
Yeah.
She knows, so we're gonna
She'll
play.
enjoy that.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun. And it's local. You don't have to drive very far. It's a lot of fun.
My grandsons went up to the Fort Smith National Cemetery today and put those wreaths on the
Oh,
tombstones.
I've
They're
been there
they're
before.
boys in the Boy Scouts and stuff, so they help do that every year.
Yeah.
Their mama took pictures, so I'll share them to Facebook later on because I kind of proud of them for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Johnny was a scout. He got everything but his eagle. And the only reason he couldn't get that's because he couldn't swim.
Mm.
He is scared to death of water.
Is he? My son never wanted to be in the Scouts. I know when he was younger, he did, I forget what it was, judo or taekwondo, something, some kind of martial arts that he liked.
Yeah.
And then in high
Karate.
school, he did 1 year baseball, 1 year football, and 2 years of wrestling. But he liked wrestling the best.
I ran to death from the times my kids got old enough to play ball and do
Yeah.
something. I ran. Nathan Lee played every sport there was.
Yeah.
He played all the way up through high school, and his junior year, I think it was, in high school, they found out he had that Onslow-Schachter's disease in his knee, so he couldn't play football no more.
Yeah.
What you making now?
This is that same one that I've been working on, that Christmas one.
Oh, okay.
It got put on the back burner.
Her eye is still not 100%.
It's not. It's this. It's that one.
Uh-huh. That's a pretty pattern.
It is a pretty pattern.
She goes back to the eye doctor on Monday, though.
Yeah.
And all she does is just look at it. But
I think those drops that she gave you are a lot better than anything else you had.
that other stuff was for pink eye, and I didn't have pink eye.
No. sewing away.
I don't know.
I ain't did a bit.
All this, put these some more strips together. Sew it up, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Charlotte, yeah, that's what it's called. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Hey, everybody. I went on last night and watched Mona's live. I didn't see Gladys's, and I didn't see somebody else was going on live.
Well, I think Gladys had a problem with hers coming on. Rita was
Oh,
saying.
did she?
And so she did it at a later time than what she first said. So she did it, but not when she first set the time.
Oh, okay. Because when I saw you weren't coming on last night, I took my night medicine. If I don't see you by 8:30 or 8:45, I know you're not going to be there.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Well, several people have been in the chat. Charlotte says, I got to get busy with something.
I'm multitasking here, can't you tell? So.
She's at the she shed, so Mr. Terry doesn't know.
So he didn't mind sending me off, so he didn't.
He's not used to you being in the house all the time.
Well, you might not have seen that, but I was going to come up here this morning and do a live for a little while. I couldn't find my keys, and he looked and looked and looked, and he's the one who found them keys. You know, they were we looked every place, and they were in the oddest place. You know, when I do them lives, I sit in that rocking chair there at the table. Well, them keys were on the floor underneath that rocking chair, and I don't know how we missed them, but we looked every place, and they were under that rocking chair.
Well, I started putting my keys in the very same place when I come in the house every time. So I know exactly. I have this little tray thing.
Well, mine's hooked to the side of my pocketbook, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have a hook on there when I'm like going somewhere and I get out of the car. I hook it on the side of my purse so I know exactly where they're at.
Yeah.
But when I come to the house, I drop them in this little ceramic tray thing I have.
Well, usually I drop them in that bag that I carry with all that bling on it, but they wasn't in.
But he sure found them, didn't he? He said, here's your keys, bye.
Oh.
Bye, Charlotte.
Yeah. Charlotte leaving us?
Yeah.
Bye, Charlotte.
Molly, too. Bye, Molly.
Molly.
Kim Burgess said, I just tasted my soup. It's thick and rich and tastes so good.
What kind of soup did she make?
Vegetable.
Oh, I want to make some chicken vegetable because I can't make the beef.
We went to this little church out in the country. 3 of us did last night because we know someone that goes to that church. And they had these homemade soups, and I had chicken noodle soup. Oh my gosh, it was the best ever. And then I had a piece of homemade coconut cream pie.
Oh, wow.
The crust was so flaky. Oh my gosh. They had all these, they had about 10 or so quilts up that they were going to be auctioning off. It was a fundraiser.
Yeah, that's right. You said you wanted to see the quilts.
Yeah. But I didn't take my phone in. I just took my money in and left my purse in the car, so I didn't get any pictures. But they had one, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's a long time ago. But it had like bonnets on it, and then they had like
Uh-huh.
a little dress. I want to say blue bonnet, but I don't know if that's the name or not.
I don't know.
I don't remember, but I like that one the best. And
So
I
it
did
wasn't
see,
Sunbonnet Sue,
yeah, that's it.
is it?
Sunbonnet
Mm-hmm.
Sue. They had one of them, and it was really nice. Then they had one black and white Dresden plate,
Oh,
and it was really gorgeous. And all that stitching around each of those pieces,
yeah.
they did it in black, but it was like really pretty. They had three that they like tied them. I know they used to do that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've never learned how to do that. Rita, have you ever tied a quilt?
No, but I have. Mama has some, and I have some that's been tied.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never tied one.
but I don't know how to do that.
That would be pretty nice if I tied one, if I did it just squares and tied it.
That's what
It would
these
look
were like,
nice.
different colors of plaid and some solid squares, and
They
then they
probably heard you.
tied it in the middle.
He said hello.
Well, hello there.
Hello, John.
They said hello. He's watching his ball team play.
Is he?
Yeah.
I
Duke
was watching my
University.
I was watching my football team a while ago, but they were getting smeared.
Oh, Lordy.
OSU's playing Texas, and I think Texas is going to beat them. But they're playing at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Is where they're
Mm-hmm.
playing. This is like the playoff. This is their last game of the year until they decide what bowl they're going to be in.
Yeah. You just sewing right away, Rita. You'll have that finished in no time.
Well, I don't know about that, but a little bit more of it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that board was pretty full of blocks when she started. But now she's doing all those long rows.
Yeah.
And a couple of them's not all the way put together, so I have to.
She told me she didn't care too much for sewing at the she shed.
I like my house. I like being home. So,
Yeah.
and here I put the internet up here and got all this other stuff up here, but it's not home.
But you need the internet for the long learning videos, you know.
I do, yeah.
Do it for that.
So maybe it's just because I don't feel great that it's.
Yeah.
Whatever. I know you're a UNC fan, so I'm a Duke fan, so what can I say?
Whatever.
Oh no, not Duke. UNC. Hope you ladies are well. Thank you for sharing your sweet lives with us. That's from whatever.
And Kim's tied several.
She used yarn and embroidery floss both. That's how my grandmother did hers, and it looks great.
There's a certain knot you got to put in it, though, to keep it from coming out.
It says I also do hand quilting. I've never done many on
the sewing machine, maybe.
sewing machine, I guess, just two. I've never learned like which yarn and how do you tie it and whatnot. I don't know. I've listened to Corey Yoder, who's a fabric designer, and she actually lives in Berlin, Ohio, like right in Amish country. And her mom does all this hand quilting of quilts, and she's tried to learn from her. She says I can do it, but she told me her mom is so much better than she is at it.
If whatever, are you new in our chat? I don't recall your name, but you're welcome in here with us. Even if you do root for different teams, that's okay.
You can root for
I'm
your
not
team.
a sports fans of any of them, so.
June Hansen says you have to tie it one way and then another way.
Hmm.
I guess
Easy,
if you go
easy
around
to
this
follow.
way and tie it, the next time you got to go around this way and tie it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surely it couldn't be too hard to learn, though. No.
Where are you from, whatever?
One I think easy to follow. Yeah. She says, I am new, but I have been following you for a few weeks from a quilting video I saw. I've always wanted to try quilting, but it just seems so daunting. I crochet instead.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, I didn't start quilting till like back in 2018, and I did it more by watching YouTube videos
Mm-hmm.
to learn techniques of what to do, what not to do, and some of it for me was trial and error.
Mhm. And you don't need any quilting, please. That's for sure. Just do
No,
it. Do it because you enjoy it too.
you just need to do a
Michigan.
1/4 inch seam and a sewing machine and a cutter to cut your fabric.
Yeah. We could give you a whole list of stuff you need, but we
Yeah.
won't.
But that's just kind of the basics, you know. And I only sew on cotton fabrics, 100% cotton. That's what I use.
And I love them expensive collections of fabrics.
Oh, me too. Me
Everything
too.
matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever says I'm from Michigan. So I represent, I guess, University of Michigan.
University of Michigan.
I guess that's what that is.
Square knot or double knot, but that's just tied, ain't it?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Whatever says, and that's what I've been doing, trying to watch and learn everything before I try. I've got all the supplies, some fabric from my childhood that I really want to make a quilt for my mother. Oh, she would absolutely love it.
Yes. Yes.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh.
Finished is better than perfect.
Yes,
That's what we say.
what Jenny Doan from Missouri Star, finished is better than perfect. Isn't that what she
Mm-hmm.
says?
And I
That's her
agree.
motto.
Because I tell you what, I've started a lot that I've never finished.
Me too.
Yeah, I've got some that I haven't finished, but I'm working on them. I don't have all that many left, but I'm working on it.
Mm.
Well, I
She
got to get to
says,
working on a room because my son's moving in with us after Christmas.
now, which son is this the one that goes away?
Yeah, she has just been for the last year. She has been
Oh,
something else. It's Trevor's daddy,
so
and
you'll have Trevor all the time?
no, no,
No.
not that I know of. I mean, I'll have him, when she's working, but yeah, he just. I
So
mean,
he's
they
going to
even
be
went to the
living.
mountains,
He's
and
going to be living
she's
with
not been
her.
intimate with him in over a year.
Hmm.
And that's his wife. She sleeps in a separate room. She locks her door when she goes in her room.
Wow.
Have they thought about going to counseling?
That wouldn't do no good. She's bipolar, but she don't want to accept it.
Oh, and she needs to be on her medication.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard that a lot
She's
of people like that
lovey-dovey
don't want
one
to take their
minute, and
medicine.
the next minute she's a pure devil.
Yeah. Mm.
So I've got to get a room ready for him because he's already told me, Mom, I can't take it no more. He says,
And you just got rid of one person.
I know,
Now you get another one.
but he's
But
my
maybe this
youngin',
will
and I
be
can't.
easier.
He's my youngin', and I can't say no.
No.
He said, I'm going to hate it for Trevor, but if Trevor wants to come with me, fine, he can come with me. But
Yeah.
I don't know what'll happen.
It's hard sometimes.
It's very hard. But if that's what he needs to do, then that's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
It's her third marriage, but it's his first.
Yeah.
He said, Mom, I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing it again. I said, don't say never, son.
Yeah.
She doesn't. He goes to work and he hears the rest of the guys talking to their wife on the phone, and they're just so proud of them and this, that, and the other. And when they get home, their wife, oh, I'm so glad you're home, love and kisses. She don't do none of that.
Mm.
She told him to leave if he wanted to. She didn't care.
Well,
Yeah. Sound like that's what he needs to do.
Yep, because he has really been through it in the last year.
Yeah.
We've tried to help him as much as we could because with this new job he got, if we wouldn't have gave him a credit card, he'd have never been able to make it.
Mm.
But he is going to pay it back, when he
Yeah.
starts really making his money. And
Yeah.
he's working really hard right now to provide for the two kids for Christmas. And
Yeah.
she don't understand that. You don't never do nothing for me. He cleans the house, he washes clothes, but he don't never do nothing.
Yeah.
And he just got home about 6 o'clock this morning, and he's got to go back to work at 6 o'clock tonight and work all night.
Mm.
His other job, that he's doing while he's not with
Out on the road.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart, but I just know what kind of person she is.
Okay. Well, there's only so much that you can do.
Yeah, she loves me to death to my face, but she don't. There's only so much you can do, though.
Yeah.
He told me he's going to slowly start bringing some of his clothes over here. He keeps telling her, Heather, you're going to eat those words one day. He left one time before, and she got down on her hands and knees and begged him to come back.
Yeah.
So he went back. He said, not this time.
So you got to get that room ready, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's ready. All I got to do is just, I got some sheets and stuff in the drawers in there, and I got to take them out. The bed's got all clean linen and everything on it. And
Yeah.
Trevor will go back there and play his game, but he sits on top of the bedspread and covers up with a little blanket I got in there and plays his game.
Yeah. Rita said she's doing some pinning so it won't be slipping.
yeah. If I don't some, I'll get them wrong every time. You don't get to watch me mess it up. It's what you get to do.
And Johnny has to go to truck stops a lot, because that's where he has to get his fuel and stuff. And he tried to be nice to her, get intimate with her. And all. She says, She says, I don't want nothing that you got from that truck stop to get to be on me. Johnny says, Heather, I have never, never been with anybody else since I married you. But she don't believe it.
Yeah. Well, Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors is on here, Rita. And he says, hi, ladies. Popping in from my phone to say howdy hens.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, Jailbait. How you been doing?
Hello. We're all just watching Rita sew.
Yeah.
They're only watching so they'll think they'll watch me mess up though. That's what it is.
No.
I'll be their entertainment for today if I mess up. I'm teasing Sheila, I know. But I never claimed to be
That's
no
nice,
expert.
Kim.
There's plenty of other people that claim to be experts. So
Oh, I'm no expert.
Remember, completed's better than perfection.
Right. It's so rainy and nasty here.
Well, Jailbait says he's doing terrible, but he's had my daily doses of Miss Rita.
oh, well, I can't read that sometimes. I'm still foggy. I'm
Oh, he
still
says
foggy.
terrible, not had my daily doses of Miss Rita.
Let's see. I don't
Thank you,
think
Kim.
I come on at all yesterday. Y'all would have really
I
missed
don't
me.
think you did either because I kept watching and kept watching and kept
I
watching. And
looked last night to see if you were coming on. I finally decided that you weren't.
yeah,
And when I don't go on anymore, even Terry says, "Are you not going? Or you're not going live?" So, I don't know. I guess I just didn't feel like it or something.
Yeah.
what one? It ain't went no. Your truck hadn't went nowhere. You hit the deer with, have you? Has it?
No, taking it the 11th. They're gonna take it in the shop the 11th to fix it.
It goes to the 11th of December to fix it.
Now I was on Mona's. Mona did what? And I seemed like she was talking about her daughter. I don't know if her daughter hit a deer.
Oh,
Oh,
she
I
did
know.
go through an accident here.
Yes, she had an accident.
Was it?
Yeah,
But somewhere I was on there and they were talking about.
I
Mona
guess.
was saying this, that somebody drove to a Walmart and the deer had come through the windshield and was on the right passenger side.
Oh my!
Oh,
And
I
Mona
hadn't
says,
heard
I
that.
couldn't get out of that truck and just left it, you know. But
I
that
didn't hear
person
that.
drove to
I was
Walmart.
in the big truck and not the little truck when that deer hit us.
Yeah.
Or it might have come up over the hood and through the windshield.
Yeah. They can sure mess a vehicle up.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Hanson says she did have an accident, Mona's daughter.
Oh, another one?
I think it was just that one I'm thinking. I'm not for sure. Awful quiet on here.
No. Everybody's taking a nap during the live stream.
Been thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking she just had one accident.
Me too. I didn't know.
Rita, do you just have one more row to do?
There's 3 or 4 more little squares over there that I've got to put together and then put down
Yeah.
in the and then this one and this one. But there's a pretty big pile of it here though that's
Yeah.
already together. But it's not there yet.
Let me see if that'll help.
And then I've left it so long I've forgotten what I was almost doing. You know, when you leave a project and you come back to it, you got to remember what you're doing. Or how you's doing it, where you put your stuff.
Maybe from this light over the.
Hey, Diane.
Hello, Kathy.
Hey, ladies.
You wasn't down there too long,
I
so
think that took care
Not
of
too
it.
long. I sent you a message. I'm in the basement.
all right. Well, I was just sewing along and didn't notice you, so
Oh, that was in private chat.
Uh-oh, I got something going on.
Yeah, thanks, Denise. I think that fixed the streaks. I turned the blinds the other way. Now the sun's out.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get off here. I got something going on.
You sound fine to me.
Yeah.
Really? It's
Uh-huh.
echoing on my side.
If you got feedback, do you need to mute something somewhere? Just take your time and fix it. We're good.
We don't hear an echo.
Uh-uh.
Have you got feedback? Is that what you got on your side?
No. Yeah, it's feedback on my side.
Good. Exit out of the YouTube and stay on the StreamYard, and maybe that'll work.
Yeah, that's what some people had to do.
Sheila, are you still taking that shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let me see.
What's
if I
the
can
name
figure out
of
how
it?
to do that.
Manjaro.
Oh. Well, my insurance is going to quit paying for mine, and
Yeah.
they gave me another name,
StreamYard YouTube.
and I can't remember what it is. I think it starts with a O.
Yeah, leave the
There's
StreamYard.
Ozempic, but
Oz-
now
Okay.
Ozempic
Is that better?
doesn't
You
quite
you
have
sound fine to
ingredients
us.
that Manjaro
Okay, that's
has.
better.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I
they said
exited
the
out of
Manjaro
YouTube.
really
Yeah.
has ingredients, something about the hormone
Okay.
that kind of affects you, tricking your stomach to feel
Are you
fuller.
busy sewing, Kathy? What are you
longer.
working on?
Yeah, the insurance is
I
going to
am
quit paying
making
for that one, so they gave me
casserole
that one,
cozy.
Ozempic or something like that. And so when I go to the doctor in January, I'm going to have to tell him I can't get that
I'm
anymore.
changing companies,
Acting
but
up.
I'm going to have
I'm
to pay
making
quite a bit.
casserole cozies.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to pay quite a bit at the
You
beginning
can't
of the year
microwave
because
them.
of my deductible.
What you
Uh-huh.
do is when you have a hot
I
casserole,
don't have a
you put it
deductible.
in there and it won't burn your table.
I mean, most of my medicine is zero copay,
one
but they
here, let me
said it
show you.
wasn't going to cover that. Well, all of my medicine is zero copay.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, how nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it holds a 8x8 casserole or a round one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's nice.
I'm
Mhm.
giving them for Christmas gifts.
That's
Oh,
a nice gift.
Uh-huh.
This one I'm working on is an order I got. We had to have new heat and air a couple of weeks ago, and the technician that came, I had one of them in my hand. He said, "Oh, I like that. What's it for?" And I told him, and he said, "I want to order that for my grandmother for Christmas."
Okay.
So I'm
Good.
making it for him, and he wanted Georgia Tech. So I'm making that for him.
Yeah, that'll be nice. She will appreciate that gift. But anybody really appreciates a homemade gift.
Yeah.
But those casserole caddies like that's handy though. They're useful gifts.
Yeah.
They are. I carried a dessert in them to church, and everybody loved it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's nice. It's a good size. It's bigger.
Yeah, that one is an 8x8 for an
Mhm.
8x8 casserole. And then
Like
I've
a
also
square
got a bigger
piece.
one for a 13x9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see. Here's the big one.
Rita,
There
see
it
the
is.
big
That's
one,
the
13 by 9.
13x9.
That's
Yeah,
really
And that's
nice.
sunflowers. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
flowers are
And I
beautiful.
got the check-it on the back.
Did you have a
So it's
pattern to go
actually a
by?
set.
Did you have a pattern to go by, or did you just make them?
Thank you. I'm going to make some extra ones so that next year when the craft show comes around,
Sheila said, did
I
you
can
have a
sell 'em.
pattern to go by?
I just looked on YouTube when they give me the measurements, and I
Yeah, just looked one up.
made it out
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just looked up casserole cozies,
Okay.
and it come right up. The only thing that was hard was the little thing to make for the corners,
Mhm.
because you have to measure it certain ways. And then when you cut it, you got to make sure the point is towards the inside of the fabric. If you
Okay.
cut it towards the outside, it won't work.
Okay.
So, but they're easy, just like making a regular cozy.
Yeah.
But
I
these you
made
can't
regular
put in the
cozies.
microwave
Easy
because
for
they
me.
have the Insulbright in it.
Yeah.
So what was that you put in between the fabrics?
What'd you say, Sheila?
What did you put in between the two fabrics?
It's one Insulbright. This is
Insulbright. Okay.
Insulbright.
Yeah.
And then one batting.
Okay. Batting and Insulbright. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Insulbright, that keeps the heat from going through.
Yeah.
And it works well.
Is that the one? I think I've got some Insulbright, and it's like shiny on one
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I've
shiny
got
on
some of
one
that.
side.
Yeah. Now, can you put that in the microwave?
Not this one,
Okay.
because the Insulbright will start a
Well-
fire.
Okay. So that one you don't. Okay.
Not this one.
Yeah.
But if you leave the Insulbright out and put 2 layers of regular batting, you could put it in the microwave.
Then you could if you wanted to.
The
Okay.
Insulbright is more for like pot holders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
she couldn't get her quilt to stick up there on that tablecloth.
Just put it in the floor. That work on it.
Yeah. But if you're as old as I am, no, it wouldn't work.
Rita, I would think you would be laying it across your long arm.
Well, that's in the other room in there though.
Yeah, it's in a
Well-
separate room.
That's okay.
She ain't got it finished yet.
No,
That might be better than having to get down on the floor and stuff, you know.
Oof.
Trying to figure out where those need to go.
Sheila, I think we have the same hairstyle.
Sure do.
Well, I get mine cut about once a month because it grows so much.
I hadn't got mine cut in a
I
long
do
time.
every 2 months.
But it's thick and coarse. It used to be a lot thicker than what it is now. But
Mine is
It thins
thin,
with age.
thin and fine.
I'm so tired of hearing that.
Mine's coarse
Because of
too, but
age.
but
Happens
it's
because of
thinning out.
age.
And surgery too, that makes your hair fall out too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
more
does.
surgeries,
My
and I've
daughters,
had
they both have
surgeries.
thick hair. They got long hair too.
But I was trying to let mine grow out and get my beautician to put a perm in it for me, but she
Mm-hmm.
can't do it because she's having problems with her shoulders and she can't hold her arms up that long to do a perm.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do. I said one time I'd go get it cut back off again, but
Sounds like she may be looking at having a shoulder surgery
yeah.
for a rotator cuff.
All right, well, I'm gonna get off here so I can sew. I can't talk and sew too. So
Well,
I will see y'all
just
later.
just ignore us and just keep on working. We'll leave you up there.
It's hard to ignore though, isn't it?
It's hard. I'll talk to y'all later.
All righty.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Get up
Kathy.
on the panel sometime though. Bye.
Yeah. Come up with us sometime.
Kathy, before you go, oh, she's gone.
Oh,
I was
Yeah.
going to ask her whereabouts in Kentucky she lives. Wonder if she lives near Paducah.
Kathy's in Georgia, near Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
she was
is
in
she?
Kentucky.
Kathy Waits is in Georgia.
Georgia. Oh, okay.
What's that other Kathy's name?
I don't know why I thought she was in Georgia.
What other Kathy?
Now,
The
there's a
one that
Kathy.
Sandra goes on with all the
Yes,
time.
Kathy Quilts and yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where she lives, but it's
She's in Washington.
but
Let me see.
somewhere just
I
a
have
couple
all
hours
these
from
She's got all the addresses.
all the
she's
addresses.
just a couple hours from Sandra.
Yeah.
Because one time Sandra drove to her house, and I think it was either 3 or 4 hour drive.
G and B.
Yeah, me too.
Then and find
Yeah.
the older we get, yeah. And hello to G and B. That's a new name for me. I don't recall that one.
Yeah, me
No,
either.
I don't either. I did get a notification though.
I set it up 30 minutes before time, didn't I? Which is sometimes I don't.
I didn't get a notification. I don't.
No,
I usually.
I just got the notification and then I clicked on it right then.
Mm.
So it was right before.
See, Kathy Waits, she said, yes, she's in Georgia.
Georgia. Okay. One time I lived in Albany, Georgia.
I think Kathy's near Atlanta. Maybe not in Atlanta, but near there, I think. And Susan Year Out says it's a chilly day there. And she's in Washington too, isn't she?
So just a nasty day here, cloudy and rainy and
Yeah.
foggy.
Well, it was fog earlier, but that lifted. But it's not like it's not rainy, and I mean it's kind of just sunny and cold. You know, kind of chilly.
I've got to sew some more. I've got some of these little pieces that's going to have to be added in here and there. Let me turn it down. Can y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
Just knock something off the floor.
I hadn't got my Christmas tree put up yet. I just hate to go out to the shed to get it.
Oh, I have my skinny, narrow one that my daughter Jennifer said it looked anorexia.
Yeah, that's what I
My
got, a pencil
nephew
tree.
said it needs
Right.
to eat a cheeseburger.
Uh-huh.
Got that.
But
That
it's
was
something I could manage, you know. Now, a friend of mine who I picked up this morning, I went to her house for a few minutes, and she had about 3 different ones, and they were like a 4-foot tree sitting on a table. And I really like that.
Yeah. I usually put up a little tree on the table over here. I put a little tree outside on a table and my pencil tree.
But I have my little skinny tree up.
Kathy says she's about 20 minutes south of Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm going to have to cut some more pieces. Not many, but
We met south of Atlanta.
I'll only have Trevor for about 30 minutes today. Johnny's got to be at work at 6 and she gets off at 6. Even though Timmy's at the house and he's 15, they don't like to leave him there with him. So he'll come over here. Johnny will bring him over here about 5:30 and then she gets off at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to have to iron some of this stuff. I've been sewing and not ironing. It don't work as good that well.
No, it don't.
No.
So
Need
And
to iron.
hello, Donna Armstrong. Do you wear those gloves to keep your help your hands, Kim?
I don't see any chat on my TV.
Oh,
Well, I see Darlene now. It says, why is Rita the only one sewing? Because I'm lazy.
ditto. She's doing good. I didn't meet her new roommate though because she was elsewhere. But I took her that hamburger with that lettuce and tomato on it, and she just had a fit. She loved it.
Good.
And Virginia Wallace is watching in the sewing.
Kathy Waits asked Francis, is your son working another job while off of NASCAR?
Yes, he's working his old job, the one that he quit to go to NASCAR. He was such a good employee that they brought him back to work on his time off and gave him a raise.
And that was carrying mail, you said? Driving
Yeah,
mail?
yeah. To different places, yeah.
Well, places are just looking for people, they're needing help.
And just day before yesterday, they just fired 2 people, 2 brothers. They were making trouble, so they got rid of both of them.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got to go back to work for NASCAR right before Christmas for a couple of days in the warehouse. And then after Christmas, he's got to go for a few days. And of course, Terry, his old boss, knows Johnny's gave him his schedule, and he's kept him working every day. And the new NASCAR season starts up in February.
Does it?
Yeah. So see, he used to go to work a day, and come home, and the next day have to go back just so he could be with the family, and not be gone all the time. But now he'll probably just be gone. Stay in his truck until, because he's got a sleeper truck, stay in his truck until, going from race to race. I don't know.
So he really won't be living with you full time.
Huh?
Like every day. He won't be living with you full time like every.
Oh, no. When he's gone with NASCAR, he won't be living with us.
Yeah. Well, that'd be good for you,
Yeah, but we'll give him a key, and if he comes in and we're not home, he's got a key, which I think he's got one anyway.
Yeah.
I think we gave both of our sons a key because we used to leave one in the garage, and we quit doing that.
Yeah. Rita, Susan Yearhart says, going to say bye, have to bundle up to go catch the bus to the store. Waited too long to be able to pay my rent today.
Oh my. better bundle up and go do that. You got to have a place to live.
Yeah.
Let me just put this one up here.
Well, I paid the bill last night, just paying on it, and there's no interest on it. And I didn't see it, so I redid it because it's the first time I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. Well, then today I noticed both of them went through. I'm like, oh, well, that's okay.
and Jerome says, hello, young ladies. This is Jerome, Wilma's son. How are y'all doing? Mom's watching on my phone. So, hello, Wilma. Are you under the chicken quilt? Staying warm? Wave to you.
Now, is Wilma the lady who received the
quilt? Yeah.
Okay.
The one that the other lady gave it to her.
Yeah. Gave it to her. Yep.
Hi, Wilma.
Kind of quiet in here today, Wilma.
Hi, Susan.
Well, we've been on here for a while.
I know
we've been on here an hour.
Hour and 33 minutes is what my clock said.
Yeah.
But it's went by fast.
Yeah.
What? Let's see. Jerome says, yes, she loves it and it's really warm. So.
Well, good.
Good.
That makes a good present.
And I was in Wilma's house when I delivered that quilt to her, and I want you to know Wilma collects dolls. I'd never seen so many dolls in my life as in Wilma's house.
I've got about 10 dolls, I'd say.
I've got a few.
Wilma had more than 10. Jerome, she had more than 10, didn't she? Doesn't she? All different kinds.
I've been kind of giving them away. Like, one granddaughter wanted one, so I said, "Go pick you one out." And then the other granddaughter said, "Go get you one."
Kim's gonna say goodbye and go eat and get her back to relax.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Kim.
Bye, Kim.
I'm probably going to get off of here in just a minute,
my
too.
own birthday cake. I didn't have birthday cake on my birthday. No cake.
No cake.
But I didn't miss it either. June Hansen has a few dolls.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few.
And hello to Bev Moffitt. Hello, Bev.
Mine came from Beverly's mama.
Of Precious Moments figurines. I probably have 100 or so. But in one of my curio cabinets, my son one year for Christmas gave me a Precious Moments doll.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it in there.
And Jerome, tell Wilma my eye's doing better. It's not 100%, but it's better.
Yo, Patty G says, of course, being diabetic, it's all 0 sugar on her cake.
Uh,
I don't recognize the name Bev Moffat.
I've seen her name on YouTube pretty
Yeah.
often. Yeah. So I've seen her before. I don't think she comes in our chat
She's
all
in North Carolina, it says.
cold in North Carolina. Oh, we got Francis. We got another one from North Carolina.
Yeah, where are you from in North Carolina, Bev? Mooresville. Okay. I live in Henderson.
Do you know where Mooresville is, Francis?
Uh-huh. It's next to Cary.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that pretty close to you?
It's not too far.
Hmm.
About 45 minutes, probably.
Yeah. Yo, Patty G says, my daughter collects reborn dolls. Some of them are related to that creepy Chucky doll.
Chucky. Yeah.
Ugh. Do you remember the Mrs. Beasley doll?
Yeah.
Blonde hair and those little glasses. My granddaughter seen one of them in an antique shop, and she says, Nanny, that doll looks creepy. But I didn't think it looked creepy.
Hey, Gladys.
No telling what she'd think of a Chucky doll.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Diane.
Oh, really?
Francis, my sister lives in Henderson on the golf course.
Oh. Ah.
Wow. That's out by the lake.
Yeah, my daughter had a Mrs. Beasley doll for a long time.
I got a My Buddy hanging up in my garage. This was Johnny's when he was a year old, maybe. And he's 42 now.
Yeah.
And it's hanging in my garage, and everybody thinks it's Chucky hanging. I just got it hanging there, and it's like hanging down.
Now, my youngest daughter has a Cabbage Patch doll, and it has dark red silk hair.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerome says that Wilma has Chucky and his girlfriend.
Oh.
I'm telling you, she's got quite the collection. Just a little
Beverly's mama did too, and she left them to that girl she used to babysit with. She left the dolls to her other than what she had gave me.
I'm going to have to go watch Gladys's live. Susan Munger says, hi, Gladys. I watched the replay of your live last night.
Yeah, I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah, I watched the replay too. I missed it because it come on when I wasn't expecting it to.
Did you finally get it ironed?
Yeah, I'm not putting another piece on it. I'll hold it up again. I still got 2 or 3 little more squares to put in, but it's getting there.
Says, I remember when people fought over Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
That was ridiculous. June Hansen says, I watched Gladys. It was good. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
While I'm sitting here doing nothing.
I thought Carrie might come up here with us, but she may be streaming with somebody else.
Or either asleep.
Well, she's popped in and said hello over in the chat.
Yeah, like quite a while back.
Yeah. I bet you she's riding with somebody else, Randy or somebody maybe.
Gladys says, sorry about that last night. It took me a little bit to figure out what I was doing.
And Brenda's always on mom for not ironing. Brenda's a perfectionist, though.
Hey, Rita.
There's Mona did what?
I meant Mona. I said Rita. I meant Mona. I guess you can tell I'm not in it today. I watched Mona's replay of Mona's last night.
Rita, you better watch it. That Brenda's is watching you, not ironing.
I know.
She'll be getting on to you.
Brenda was on there. Did you not see the quilts they had for sale on there today? Some of them, and on the Quilt House Facebook page.
No,
I think they all sold, but they was listing a few of them. Beautiful quilts, $200, $300.
Yeah.
They were selling pretty quick.
Oh, here it is. Stop in and witness the next generation hard at work. Made my heart happy. I see a Christmassy quilt they did.
Okay, I didn't see it, but I've seen some of them,
But it wasn't like it was for sale or anything.
Well,
unless that was another post.
I'm not sure. They just
You got anything? You got anything in your dehydrator?
No, I had apples in there, and then I kind of got behind on doing stuff since I ain't been up to par.
How did the cranberries do?
They were pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Dried, and I dehydrated apples and freeze dried apples both. And Ramona's asking about Mona's name. Do we tell her that Mona's not her real name, and I can't break myself from calling her Mona? Because her real name's Monica, but now we've called her Mona so long, I can't.
I know.
Be different.
Oh my gosh, Rita. There was this one, it's called Sparrows, made using Three Sisters collection. It was for sale, and it had over 600 pieces just in the blocks alone.
Yeah, I saw that. It was beautiful. Those little birds were so pretty.
Yes,
yeah.
And it went for $350. That is cheap if it's
that is very cheap.
That much in it.
Yeah.
There's like, if you can see some of it.
I'll make you bigger. Okay.
Don't really know how to hold it.
Turn it the other way. See.
Well,
there's that one, and then there's that one. Let me make it bigger. You can kind of see it.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
But it was pretty. Well,
it's gorgeous color.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. Dang it! I don't have the glass on this thing.
Tilt it down just a little bit. The top. Is that no? That didn't work. There, but you can kind of see the little bird though. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
But it's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
If you go on Facebook to You Make Me Little, the Quilt House.
Okay.
you can go back and look at it.
And the others were pretty too, but
Then the
that's
other one for 200, but that's really my favorite one.
yeah, it was. It was my favorite too.
Of course, the one that's more expensive, that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, we have expensive taste.
Yeah. Here's a post, Rita. She said, 4 generations have been at the quilt house the past 2 weeks. This was from November 21st.
And that was those people that bought the
Was it?
inventory. I think. I think that's
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, those are pretty quilts. I wonder, the new people that have it, are they going to keep the name the Quilt House on it?
I don't know, and they're moving it a county away, so I probably
Yeah.
won't ever get down there. I'll just buy stuff online. Probably I can do that.
You could go over there.
Not me. I don't ever hardly go to the county seat in my county, but
I'll be right back.
okay. Darlene's back. She's just cutting scraps.
Well, my grandson is 23 today.
Well, happy birthday to him. Look,
I just have one living grandson.
it's coming together.
Oh, the rest of them are girls. It is. Look at that.
Got a little bit more over there. Now I'm all confused, but I'll figure it out.
What goes where?
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Sandra's doing.
I don't know.
Hopefully she's getting better. I'm laughing at you just throwing that piece of fabric down. They know that wasn't the one.
I'm getting them. I'll get it figured out somehow.
Yeah, you will. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy.
Oh.
Thank you, Ramona. It was a good day. I guess June Hanson's talking about Sandra. June Hanson said, I just got a message from her. She said a friend of hers died today, so it's not a good day for her.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got a message last night. I've been saying I was going to go to this nursing home not too far from me to visit the lady who used to be my next door neighbor when I lived in Oklahoma City. And I got a message from her stepdaughter last night that she passed away November 9th. So one of the reasons I was dreading going was to tell her about Jason because she knew all of my kids. And I knew that would upset her. But she was like 89. But she had a massive stroke when they found her. She was gone. But that lady was so talented. She could buy something like at a craft show, no pattern, go home, make the very same thing.
Wow.
The same lady who decided after years and years to do a quilt, entered it into the local county fair, and she got a blue ribbon. She was just so talented.
Mm-hmm.
She could knit and crochet and quilt and did a lot of painting and yeah, I hope Sandra does get better. We do miss her.
Yeah.
I know Kathy really misses her being on her live. Rita, you getting hot?
Well, not hot, but I did pull my shirt off,
Yeah.
my long sleeves. I've got a little heater on over there.
Do you?
But I don't have on these socks. I'm barefoot.
You sound like me. I'm barefoot too.
I still got shoes and socks on because I just come in a while ago. I haven't gotten up.
But I'm telling y'all know this, but you can't feel that thing if you got shoes on. That one
No,
little
you can't.
But
Not that
I
one.
have read about this, and the original pedal that goes to featherweight, it has that little square knob.
Mm-hmm.
And it said long time ago that women wore like high heels, and the tip of their heel would go on that knob there.
tip of their heel.
How would you sew with a high heel on?
That would keep you flexed up all the
I
time.
know. Yeah.
I had to have a sock on to sew. Often wondered why it had that little knob on there, and then I got to reading about the history of featherweights. Sewing with a high heel on.
I can't imagine.
Me either.
I either sew barefoot or with socks on. I cannot stand to sew with shoes on.
I can't either. I've done it a time or two, but I really don't like to.
Mm-hmm.
What, we've been on here an hour and 54 minutes. We'll go just a few more minutes and then I'll get off here.
Okay.
We'll go to 2 hours. How about that?
Okay. Susan Munger says she sews barefoot. I think a
Also,
lot of people do.
one time I stepped on a black snake in the yard. I would have had a heart attack. I don't do snakes at all.
I don't either. Or spiders.
That's me, June Hanson, barefoot or socks. And my machine has this bar that your leg can, like hit it and you can sew, but I've never done that.
Oh, the bar to lift the presser foot?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love mine. I love mine. And if I sew on a machine that don't have it, I catch myself moving my leg.
Really?
Yeah.
I just do the button thing, you know,
Uh-huh.
where it cuts it and it raises it up, and I just do that.
I think John's team is losing.
Uh-oh.
They lost a player right at the very beginning.
Does that put him in a bad mood?
Well, he was one of the good passer players,
Yeah.
and somebody stepped on him. He was going down. Anyway, it twisted his ankle.
Mm.
They had to help him off the court.
Mm.
He was with the starting. You know how they have the starting so many?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Susan Munger says, I just love my 3 featherweight sewing machines. Rita, you're behind.
What? She has 3 of them.
She's got 3 featherweights. You only got 2.
I've only got 2. Next time one that comes up for sale locally, I'll buy it anyway. So then I'll have 3s.
I got to take mine up there sometime this week or next week, and let the man grease it and oil it and do whatever. He doesn't work on computerized machines, so I have to take that to Wake Forest to have it worked on.
Yeah. I need to take my 770 that's in my sewing room. I need to take it in just for a yearly cleaning.
Is that a Janome?
Huh?
Is it a Janome?
No, it's a Bernina.
Oh, I had a Janome 7700.
770.
And we traded it in on the one I got now.
But it's so dang heavy for me to even lift out that cabinet to take it.
Yeah, mine's heavy too.
I just hate that. Now I have a Bernina, I think it's a 490. It's a lot lighter. And I have it packed away, so I take it on sewing retreats.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot lighter. I know it's addicting, Susan. They're so cute. They only weigh 7 pounds. They're so little. But I would never have one painted. I know there's a lot of people that love them, and I do like a candy apple red color for someone else, but I just want them in the original color.
Yeah, that's what mine is, original color.
Yeah, I got one black. They say it's white, but to me, it's kind of a mint green.
Mm-hmm. Mine's black.
It depends how the light hits it. But that white one, I got it like in 1964. So it's like real old.
Well, mine was free, so yeah, I took it.
Yeah.
I told the man if I bought that 15,000, I said, I'll buy it if you'll throw that machine in. He said, okay.
They want to make that sale. What are you
Yes,
talking
they
about?
did.
They're going to throw that in. Yeah. So, and I bought one for 35, and I cleaned it up, oiled and greased it, sewed on it a little bit. And then I sold it for $650 on Marketplace. To the first person that saw it.
Grabbed it.
But that's only happened one time, and that'll probably never happen again. It was just one of those things. I was looking through Marketplace at garage sales, and I just happened to see it sitting up on a cabinet. I could just see some of it, and so I magged the picture, and I knew what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Told her I'm on my way right now. If you want me to pay through PayPal, I will.
You wasn't gonna let it get away.
No. And I said, will you make sure you put sold on it? And so.
Bye, June.
Bye, June.
Well, I said I was going to stop, but I'm so close. If I stop now, I forget what I'm doing, won't I?
I
Yeah,
would say to have a featherweight repainted is between 2,000 to 3,000.
yeah, probably so.
They have to take just about everything off of it that's removable. But I just like the black ones. That's just a classic color. I would love to have a featherweight 222. I would love to have one of them, but I haven't come across one of them. Well, Tina's on here.
No, Tina.
Like she's going to do some binding on a quilt.
We've been on here for a while.
Yep.
No. And I was going to quit at 2 hours, but I've got to sew 2 or 3 more pieces before I forget what I'm doing.
Yeah, Susan Mugger says the ones that are painted, the ones I've come across are around 2,000. Yeah, because it really takes like body shop type people that do like painting, say on your car, those type of people to really do a good job on it.
Hold on, my phone's ringing in the bedroom and John can't get it.
Well, Jay,
It's John.
Mary Lestone is here.
Hey,
Hello, everyone.
Jerry.
How are y'all doing this fine afternoon? Always peachy keen here, expecting rain. Cheryl Menka says, how is Sandra doing? I haven't heard.
We haven't either, I don't think. So we don't know.
No. Someone said that she got word that a friend of hers had passed away. So it wasn't too good a day for her. Sue says, hi, y'all. Taking a little rest before I mop my kitchen floor. Short of breath today.
Hey, Sue.
Tina says, snowed all
I'll
day
be right back,
yesterday
y'all.
and today. Warmer and raining. Wonder where Tina lives.
Tina's in Idaho.
Isn't.
It,
And craft and so on. So for Pam. Hello, everyone.
hello,
Yeah,
Pam.
Tina says she lives in Idaho. Sue says, Rita, I must be better.
It's not hurting.
Probably more just an aggravation.
Yeah.
Sue says Michigan is gloomy, 40 degrees.
Mm.
Yeah, it hadn't really been too good here either, weather-wise. Rita Craft and so forth says, are you going to be here for a while?
Probably not, because I've been here 2 hours, so probably not very much longer. Looky there, got my piece ready for the corner.
Yep. So Rita, whose pattern is that?
Let me look.
Does it say?
Oh, it's a Corey Yoder.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I thought I knew. I couldn't remember. Yeah, it's a. Can you see? It's a Corey Yoder.
Yeah.
And I got it because it uses jelly rolls, and I bought a bunch of them jelly rolls on sale. And so
Uh-huh.
I thought it just pretty little pattern. So
Yeah. Sue says, why is Rita placing on the floor?
Size box out there. It was kind of heavy, and there was one envelope.
Too big for your design wall. She said, yeah, it kept coming down because it's getting too big. Cheryl says she loves my knee bar. I've never
Okay.
used it.
I'm back. I had to go check out and see if Amazon had delivered any of Johnny's stuff here. He's sending all the Christmas stuff that he's ordering for the kids here.
Yeah, I'm
And
expecting.
there was a big box
Yeah.
and an envelope, and then earlier I had got a smaller box, and whew, heavy.
Yeah. I got a real nice wreath that was delivered yesterday, and it's got live greenery on it. It came from the state of Washington.
ooh.
Oh,
My financial planner, she sends it out every year.
oh, that was nice.
But it's really nice. It's got a real nice big red and black bow on it, and it's got some artificial stuff like hot glued on it.
Sue says, "Why is Rita placing it on the floor? Is it too big for the design wall?"
It wouldn't stay up there.
Yeah, it was getting too big.
I had to use pins to hold mine up there. It just wouldn't stay.
But I just ended up throwing it in the floor.
Well, she's got it so long that it's not going to fit. I don't
Yeah.
think all the way across there, and that is a problem when you're. But it's great for just doing smaller blocks,
And if I was gonna leave it and wanted to, I could pin it back up there. But anyway, it wasn't working this time. So
Yeah. Darlene says, well, all I got was a calendar. They started doing that about 3 years ago. And I didn't much think they would because of the economy now, But they did. Tina says, yeah, I know, sister, me too, but he threw in a pin. But it's a nice wreath, so I set it outside. So maybe it could get some moisture to kind of,
Yeah.
live a little bit longer. But it's got cedar and pine in it.
I got to get up from here and start cooking supper soon.
yeah, you're an hour later than we are too.
Yeah.
So what are you going to cook?
I'm going to fry some shrimp, make some coleslaw, some French fries.
Yeah.
All I can do is seafood and chicken, so I've been trying to
Yeah.
go back and forth, back
Well,
and forth.
I've got roast potatoes and carrots that Jada and I had the other night. But
Uh-huh.
usually we just eat a hamburger at the bingo place,
Yeah.
So we might do that. But I had a brunch about 10:30, so I'm not really hungry yet.
Yeah, me and John, when he got back from town about 1 o'clock, I guess, putting them tires on Johnny's car, I fried an egg and fixed us an egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
And I'm really not even hungry.
But you might be later, so
Yeah.
that way you'll have it fixed.
I've already, the coleslaw's made because I had the coleslaw last night and I told John I was just going to make enough to have for tonight too.
Yeah. I had coleslaw on Wednesday. We were fixing anywhere from 40 to 45 people, and it was our week to cook. We had pinto beans with ham and cornbread and coleslaw and desserts.
Sounds good.
So that's what we had. I may have that for lunch tomorrow. My hot roast potatoes and carrots. That way I wouldn't have to cook tomorrow.
All right, I've got all my pieces. One more. So I think I can leave it now and remember where I'm at when I come back.
Rita, did you fix Terry any lunch today?
Let's see. Well,
Before you
I
came
had made
on?
him. I had made him homemade pizza last night, and so we ate the leftover pizza for lunch today.
Did you?
So,
I don't know
so
if
I'm
you had
gonna make
pizza.
supper. I've thought out some hamburger meat. I'm not sure if I'll make a sloppy Joe or hamburger or what, but it's just
Yeah.
hamburger meat thawing. So
I made some, fried up some hamburger meat, put some cooked noodles in it, and some tomatoes. I usually would do red kidney beans, but I didn't have any. I just kind of call that goulash
Hmm.
and cooked it all down. And Jaden was here that night, and she loved it.
yeah. Oh, I could even do that with my hamburger meat tonight. Just make
Yeah.
goulash with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like that white chicken chili too, so that's a good thing.
And I really like goulash left over too. It's
Uh
because the
huh.
tomato kind of,
Seasons it more.
Well,
yes.
yeah. Linda Denton just got here. She just got home from sewing. We've been on here 2 hours and 11 minutes. We've had a pretty good little crowd, though.
You
Yeah.
here long enough to tell us hello though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Darlene's going to have hamburgers.
I wished I could.
Well, I have a choice.
Make you one for yourself, maybe.
Yeah, he told me Food Line's got steaks on sale, and he told me, he says, go get you a couple of them. He says, it won't bother me, but it will
Yeah.
bother me, but that's all right.
Oh,
When you're out someday just shopping or something, just go someplace and get you a hamburger and eat it.
That's why when me and the girls get together and go out to eat, usually I won't order chicken or seafood.
that's
But
when
the
you
other
eat
day we
beef.
went and I ordered a chicken sub so that I could bring half of it home to him, and it was really good. It was good.
Now, the physical therapist that I've been having, and I can't go anymore until the first of the year because the Medicare is
Oh yeah.
time, you know. Um, asked her, was she Hindu? Because I know she's from India. And she said yes. And she doesn't eat meat. Well, they don't eat beef, but they eat chicken and fish and pork, everything but beef. But they don't eat meat on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, 3 days a week.
Huh.
Maybe
And
that's why
so
they
I asked
stay
her
so
about her
skinny.
Thanksgiving meal. She had turkey, but they had their Thanksgiving meal on Friday because they couldn't
Friday.
eat meat on Thursday.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking, I got to have my meat, you know.
I know. I feel like God. I'm a meat and potatoes girl.
Yeah, every once in a while, just a vegetable meat is, I mean, a vegetable plate. I like to get that when I go to Cracker Barrel. That's, you know, all
Sounds good, Virginia.
Virginia sounds real good too.
cube
Just
steak.
set it and forget it, and then it's ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some cube steak I noticed out there, and it's already tenderized. That I'm
Yeah.
thinking about maybe having that one week when I have
Well, I'm
Jaden.
gonna tell you, if you get the boneless pork chops,
Uh huh.
get your meat cutter to tenderize them for you like they do cube steak. Ask them
Uh
to run
huh.
it through the cuber. Never be tough, because you know
Good.
sometimes them can be tough.
Now I fixed some pork chops, and I kind of just browned it lightly, but didn't cook it all the way after I floured it. And then I put it in a baking dish and had cream of mushroom
Hmm.
soup on it, and I finished baking it in the oven. Oh my gosh, it was so tender and so good. Well, the
And I
meat
probably
that
got a pile of that in the
well, the
freezer.
meat in my freezer is from like a fourth of a beef.
Uh
That my
huh.
son and I every year we go into that, and so I got lots of beef now in my freezer.
Yeah.
That's a
But
good thing.
it is a good thing. But I noticed there was some cube steak. I haven't tried any of that yet of this beef.
Let's see. Did you ever figure out if freeze drying took the music? Oh, I don't know. Haven't ate any of them yet. hadn't ate any of them. Just freeze dried them and
I
put
would probably cook more of them if it didn't have music,
them.
Yeah.
because I love
Rita,
dry
Rita,
beans.
have you gone in your pantry and checked any of your jars to see if any come unsealed?
Any of the ones I canned or the
Uh-huh.
ones I freeze dried? The ones I canned?
Yes.
Well, I noticed every once in a while I might find one, but I don't go check. But
Yeah.
no, most of the time they seal pretty good. You're always going to have one along that don't. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I check mine because they're just in my pantry. I've got some, but not like you, but some. And I check them every once in a while. I just kind of feel the top of them
oh yeah,
to make sure they're okay.
them poor old pies. I need to go fry them poor old pies. That's
Oh
what
my goodness.
Everybody keeps asking about those fried pies, Rita.
everybody, even Terry's asking about them pies.
Oh no,
Now you
yeah,
are
you got to go
making
fry
him
Terry some
wait
pies.
after all that help he did for you.
I know it, and he's still taking care of me.
You
And
know.
hello, Jane and Jane. Can I freeze dry my pies? I don't know. Reckon you'd be able to freeze dry pies? I'm not sure.
Me
I just,
either.
I just made these up and froze them so they'd be easier to make the fried pies when I got ready to do them.
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be a lot easier because I did my grandma's recipe of fried peach pies and they are wonderful, but it was kind of hard getting them off of the mat over to the pan to fry.
Yeah,
you know.
because they're
Flimsy.
flimsy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if I ever do that again, I'll put them in the freezer.
And you don't have to leave them as long as I do. So might be best not to, but
You
you
don't
know
have
you
to.
can
You don't have to leave
make them
till they're
ahead of
like a
time, and
brick, huh?
then when your company or something comes, fry them real quick, and you
Just so they're not like a brick,
yeah
huh?
do as I say, not as I do. Sometimes. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I'm far from being a perfect person about anything. I'll just tell you, I have good intentions, but they don't always come out right.
Well, Janie Jane is quite far from Central Standard Time
Yes.
in the UK. Yeah.
Oh,
Said it's
9:15
9:15 in the
night.
morning.
Said it's
Yeah.
freezing cold.
That's about 6 hours difference in us.
And Craft On and so forth needs to learn to use StreamYard from you or someone. You just go in there and sign up for a free account, and then pretty easy to do. I don't mind teaching you, but I just if I can learn it, anybody can. I'll just put it that
And
way.
clicking on the StreamYard, once you have it up there, it's real self-explanatory.
Yeah, for people
And
to come up on the panel.
and it
Now
just tells you.
I think you'll have to go set up an account and use an email address, but and link it to your YouTube channel. But it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah. She probably needs to just get in there and try it and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be the best way, I think.
She said,
Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go
"Okay, yeah, I need to go get me something to drink. I
Yeah.
haven't had anything to drink."
And I'm gonna go too. I'll see all y'all later. We'll end the stream now. Been
bye
fun.
bye.
Hey, I'll let y'all know if I win lots of money tonight at bingo.
All right, all righty. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.